We're in front.
I fucking told you that the nigga said he can pay.
Yes.
And he will pay us back. You're incoherent, and I'm not about to deal with this shit right now.
Okay, so if it's $15 an hour, you paying it?
15? Excuse
right.
you?
Okay, we just want to make sure. Alright, bye.
You're doing too much.
He said 15.
No, you're incoherent.
No, but you know,
I'm good.
No, Yvana, if you you know how they be pushing the money button because they're trying to make their own extra money. So if he says $10, I want to make sure that if he says 15, we covered. You get your money back. Why the fuck would I pay like
I don't have
$45
cash.
and $30?
I don't have cash, and you're incoherent, and I'm not going
No,
to.
because he said we could play credit card.
Did you see anybody with a swipe thing at the door?
But I asked him.
Did you see anyone with the swipe? Did you see anyone?
Though.
You gonna waste your own time because I'm not getting out this fucking car.
He didn't believe it. No, he didn't answer that. But when I asked him, he said yes. It's okay. So I was like, what?
Everybody at that door was paying cash. There was not one person with a cash thing.
Okay, then I have $15.
This is extra as fuck.
Oh, is it not $15?
I want to go to my fucking house because now I'm getting annoyed. Because it's cold, I'm tired, and you're incoherent, and I can't.
No, but you said 15.
Wait.
You just made us.
We just went into the whole entire thing, and you was going off on the niggas at the door. Like, come
I was
on.
like, wait, not, bro.
You were calling. You called him like 4 times.
Confusing. Like, because he was like, oh, go to the
No,
hotel.
you're
So
just
like,
incoherent.
What'd you hear me say?
He said specifically he told you to go to his house so we can come and pop up with him.
He said that after.
No, he didn't actually.
So then why would you let me go to the door?
Because, bitch, I wasn't talking to his dumb ass. You were.
I was asking you, what did you say?
I didn't talk to him. You did. I got the phone after when you went to the bathroom. I wasn't talking to the nigga. You
so
were.
Why would I? Then you didn't like. Okay, what did he say? Then I would have told you. Then
you called him like 6 times. I don't know what y'all was talking about.
Because he was like, he himself said he talked to you.
And he ain't talked to me.
That one time.
Inside. That was like 6 hours ago.
Inside, but that's what he was talking about.
No, all he told me is you go to the after party, cool, that's it. You the one I was talking to him on the phone.
That's why I'm like, yo, this doesn't make sense.
You
because I'm like,
called him like 6 times.
Alright, so what am I supposed to do if I'm gonna hang up with him?
I don't give a fuck. Let's go home.
Oh, I'm so confused. Ouch, my finger hurts.
I'm tired.
Watch out, you're in front of a fucking car. Park the fucking car. I swear to fucking God, bro. Because you're pissing me off. But I didn't do anything.
Oh my fucking God.
Freaking out.
Yo, if you're driving, just pull over.
I'm not.
That ass, no. We're not
I'm
going
parked.
nowhere at this point. Because you're doing the most.
Wait, I can take a picture right now. I'm not parked.
Bruh. I don't understand my life right now. This is annoying.
No comment.
Everybody, I am the Mademoiselle and this is my channel. Happy holidays. Welcome to another installment of 12 days of story time. Today we're going to be talking about, I don't even know what the fuck to call this shit, but one of the literally worst friends I've ever had in my entire life, okay? This person was literally the most toxic, and I don't use that word loosely when it comes to people. If I'm saying you toxic, child, it's serious, because this girl right now literally brought me nothing but pain, heartache, headaches, issues, so much more. Now, just to preface this, understand, a lot of these stories from my 12 days of story times are stories that I've been wanting to tell for a long time. A lot of these situations happened a long time ago, and I feel like since these situations happened to me, I genuinely have the right to tell these stories. It may come off petty, I may look like a bad person in certain circumstances, but it it is what it is. If you guys take a lesson from it, that's all that I care about. That's why I do these story times. And it's crazy because there's so many stories that I really want to do, but I don't do, simply because I'm like, you know what, let me not do that. That's mean. Let me not do that. That's fucked up. Let me not do that. But then I'm like, I hear about all of these bitches talking all this shit about me, like I did some shit to them, like I don't have fucking receipts about the shit that they did to me. Okay, this girl in particular, the main reason I'm making this story is because she literally did all of this shit to me and then tried to say that I was the one doing the shit that she did. And on top of that, when shit hit the fan, she tried to say the Mafia. Yes, you there. I see you over there was bullying this bitch on the internet when y'all don't even know who the fuck this bitch is, because I barely ever tagged her. She was never on this channel and she's ridiculously irrelevant. Okay, the only person who knows and cares about her is God. Everybody else, nobody cares about you. You ain't nobody. And I know you're probably gonna be watching this. Some of you little goofy ass friends gonna be watching this, and I hope they are watching this so they could know who the fuck you is, because I've got some words for you today. And what really annoys me about this whole story is I was real from day one. I literally said I want to end this friendship amicably, but this girl went on a whole social media rant because I blocked her. Get so mad because I wanted to distance myself away from them. Just in case you do not make it to the end of the story, the lesson for this one is, if people keep telling you something about someone regarding their character, believe them. 9 people out of 10 are not lying about what the fuck they're saying about this person. Everyone can't think that you're toxic. Everyone can't think that you ain't shit. Everyone can't think that you fake, that you're a bully, that you're whatever the case may be. Like, everyone can't be saying the same thing about you in some way, somehow. Some of it ain't true. And this story also takes place in college, okay? That's where a lot of my best stories come from, okay? College days, bitch. Now, as you guys know or don't know, I was president of the Haitian Student Association at Bloomfield College for a couple of years. From my sophomore to my senior year, I did have to take a break because I was doing student government, but I kind of was running shit behind the scenes, but I had someone else's name on paper. Yeah, real Haiti of me, I know. But for the most part, I was president for like 3 years, okay, give or take. And when I became president, it was kind of one of those things where, like, Haitian Student Association was like horrible. Like, I'm talking about, they made a lot of broken promises to a lot of the students that were part of the Haitian Student Association that were not fulfilled, and people were angry, okay? So when I picked it up, a lot of people were like not wanting to be part of it. I did a lot to try to revive that shit because, y'all, I couldn't even talk to any Haitian and say Haitian Student Association without the person walking away laughing at me or just literally rolling their eyes. So upon receiving Haitian Student Association, I was really cool with the past president. The past president, we're gonna call her Natasha. Now, Natasha was actually a science student and some sort of biochemistry. So she was about to graduate. I think she was like a junior or senior. She was about to graduate, so that's why she passed the torch on to me, mainly because I was the only one that wanted to be president. Everybody else that wanted to be part of the board wanted to do other stuff such as secretary, treasurer, whatever. When she gave it to me, the whole board left as well. So it was literally whole new board, whole new faces. It was me, some of my friends, and, you know, some other people that I didn't really know that just wanted to be on the board. And, you know, it was cool, it was whatever. But they left us with no instructions, no nothing, no training. One thing she did tell me is, you know, there's this one girl that is in this group. Her name is, we're gonna call her Wantrepreneur. And the reason we don't call her Wantrepreneur is because this girl, and I really hate that because I don't want to be that pride person like, oh, this person want to be me, this person want to like act like me, this person was copying me. I've never uttered those words because even though I know there's people that do it, I just always like to think there's something else behind that, there's something else beyond that. This girl later on started to show her ass and started literally doing everything that I was doing, and I'm gonna get into that later. Wantrepreneur, I'm calling Wantrepreneur because Wantrepreneur was a virtual assistant, but I ain't never seen her assistant shit. Wantrepreneur was doing consultations, but I don't know what the fuck she consulted because her social media following was not existent. Like, she didn't have a social media following. She would sit here on Instagram and on Facebook writing dissertations on her stories and on her posts, but like barely anyone was liking them. And she was literally trying to tell people how to run their brands when she ain't had one. And on top of that, everything I did, she did, okay? It was like monkey see, monkey do. A Wantrepreneur is basically someone who acts like they have a business, acts like they doing shit, but literally don't got nothing going on in their lives, but talks a really big ass game. But behind the scenes, they're really miserable. They're not doing anything. They don't own shit, but it's like they try to make it seem like they talk a big game and they about shit, but they like literally are like peanuts. Like they're literally the scum under your shoe. Natasha said, don't ever befriend this girl. She's snaky. I didn't really know her like that yet. I just saw her around. She was cool people's. And Michelle, okay? Michelle from my last story time, okay? We're gonna call her Michelle. If you guys didn't watch that story time, she was my roommate and also my best friend. Still one of my best friends. Was very mixy, okay? Michelle was the type of person, oh my God, let's go here. Oh my God, let's do that. Oh my God, she's cool. Let's hang out with her. Mixy. 9 times out of 10, if I was somewhere doing something, it was because this mixy bitch wanted to go. I should have named her damn Mixy, but I'm just gonna name her Michelle, okay? Okay, Michelle was sitting there like, yeah, I really want to do this. I really want to do that. Da 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 da. And she was really wanting to hang out with Entrepreneur. And Entrepreneur and I were just fine. Like, I really didn't see anything wrong with her. I'm like, I don't know why everybody keeps saying like she's crazy and, you know, whatever. And the crazy thing is, it was a lot of people saying that she was crazy. And it got to a point where we had an HSA meeting, okay? We had a Haitian Student Association meeting. And what really pissed me off is one day she had the nerve, gall, audacity to go to another school and go to their HSA and talk about how messy and disorganized we were, as if I was not picking up the pieces of a shattered ass HSA. And this is where my problem began with her. If you had an issue with the way the meetings were ran or whatever the case may be, you could have said it to me, but honestly, I'm not stupid. I saw that the meetings were very dysfunctional. I saw that HSA was upside down, but to be quite frank with you, this was literally maybe our first or second meeting. These members were probably never gonna be like our real and main members. Like, we literally went from 40 to like 20 real quick because niggas was getting kicked out because I was not playing that shit. I was sophomore at the time, so like it was a lot to handle. But the girl barely would come to meetings. The girl barely was there, and she went to go run her mouth and talk shit to another HSA as if she can join it. Bitch, you don't go to that school, you here. So either you in this club or you not. We actually invited that particular HSA to one of our events, and they have the nerve, gall, audacity to steal one of our dance songs and, you know, dance it. If you're going to come do a dance at our school, at our event, please do not use this song. Do not use any of these songs because they're in our performances. What did they do? They took the song and they danced it, and they came late. So I don't like them bitches. To this day, I still don't like them bitches. And funny enough, we actually did the same shit back to them at a dance competition and won that shit. I really don't fuck with Entrepreneur, but of course, you know, Michelle is a very forgiving, mixy ass person. She's still a little worried of it, but you know, she's still cool with her. Eventually, I believe I kind of got over the whole situation too, but eventually, like, we all started hanging out. I don't know how that happened, but we all started hanging out. Now, you guys are probably wondering, okay, so you never figured out why nobody liked this girl? Yeah, I did. When it was all over and it was too late and my blood pressure was probably sky fucking rocket high at that point, okay? Fast forward, motherfuckers graduate, and we still have, you know, situations where we see her on and off. You know, she reaches out, she wants to hang out. She came to one of my whole birthday situations, and this is when I realized there actually might be something wrong with this girl, but you know, not my business, not that big of a deal. So one of my friends organized a whole surprise dinner situation for me at a hibachi, how do y'all say that shit? One of those achi places, okay? And she was there, and I decided I was gonna go home. But you know what these motherfuckers decided? And this is what this is one thing I know. When it comes to Michelle, I don't go nowhere with her at night because some shit always goes down. When it comes to this bitch right here, you're gonna hear from the rest of the story, I cannot go nowhere with that bitch because she can't hold her liquor. She don't know how to behave. A power problem, bitch, okay? An outage. Right here, you go back on your lie. They win, they don't work. It don't work. We got out of the restaurant shit at probably like 9-10 o'clock, so it was still early. I was like, yeah, I'm pooped, I'm about to go home. Like, I don't, you know, ain't shit to do. Haha, see, sad. Bitch, I knew there was shit to do. It's January, it's cold, but the club's always open, okay? They decide, let's go to Jersey City and go to the club. I only go to Haitian parties, I only go to Haitian clubs, I only go to Haitian events. I do not go to American events, I do not go to Hispanic events, I do not go to Indian events, I don't go to anything that's not Haitian. It's probably 11:30, and I was like, wow. This was actually a pretty good party. The venue was gorgeous. Like, it was like glass everywhere, chandelier. It was gorgeous. Very ratchet, people real ghetto, but it was real good vibe. 11:30 hits, I'm like, wow, I'm so surprised no fight broke out here. No shooting, no nothing. All of a sudden, niggas start fighting. Oh my goddamn, I must be a spellcaster. I should have never said that shit, for real. Like, I'm talking about throwing glasses. I'm talking about throwing shoes. We hit the floor, and we're just like, bro, what the fuck? If you guys have been following me for a while, especially on Instagram, you would have known this happened. You know why? Because I was recording the whole goddamn thing. Because, bitch, if I die, y'all gonna know how the fuck I die, bitch, especially on my birthday. What the fuck Michelle and Entrepreneur go to fight too? We don't know these people from a can of paint. She don't know nobody in this fucking club. None of us know nobody in this club. These bitches fighting, a fight break out. What do? They go jump in the fight to go fight too. A lot of you guys are probably gonna comment like, yo, I remember this shit. I remember this shit. Because a lot of people are like, Yvana, why are you still here? Because then niggas started shooting. Not only did I grow up in the hood, but you can't outrun a bully. Okay, you can't. You sitting here doing all this dumb shit. This is how you get shot. You stay low and you crawl. And that's what I was doing while I was recording. So while my friends are sitting here fighting, acting like they la vida loca and they not about to get shot at, I'm on the ground. Eventually I get up, I start walking to the car and they're like, oh my God, like that was crazy. I was like, yeah, you guys are wilding. If these bitches come after us, I'm snitching. Y'all not about to kill me. My mom got one child. I'm very annoyed by the whole situation. I'm very annoyed because I didn't want to go out in the first place and they were like, oh my God, no, let's go with your birthday, bitch, turn up. Entrepreneur thinks that she could just hit us up anytime she wants to hang out. But honestly, I kind of wanted to go out party person and she was cool people. By this time I kind of got over that whole situation. I don't remember which birthday that was. This was a good minute ago. So at the time I really wanted someone to go out with because I just moved out my parents' house. I wanted to start, you know, being more into the outdoorsy scene, especially the Haitian scene. I want to go to more bars. So she was the perfect person to go with, and she would also really be down for anything, anytime, any place. And I was like, yo, that is really, really cool. So by this time we became really cool, really close, really fast, because we would always be together every Tuesday and or Thursday going out. She would come to my place, get ready, we would head out. Now, something that really started to annoy me was the fact that she would never come to my house dressed. And thing is with a lot of the parties, especially Haitian parties out here, I don't know if this is for other bars, lounges, and other ethnicities types of parties, whatever the case, if you guys have these types of promotions where they'll be like, oh, if you come before 11 p.m. it's free. And realistically, I know everybody in the club and I wouldn't have to pay it, but those people be coming to the club at like fucking 12, 1, 2 o'clock and the party over at 3, sometimes 2:30. Like they come in late just to catch a little gouillard and go home. So I'm like, I'm not about to wait that long, so I'm gonna need you to come to my house on time. Like this bitch is ridiculous. Like I don't understand. She would never come on time. When she would come, she wouldn't come dressed. What's going on here? So I said, all right. Eventually I got really annoyed because now it was like getting to the point where like I would have to meet people at certain times. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna meet y'all here at this time. Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Because a lot of these places had food and I would want to eat. Okay, I'd be coming from my part-time. The food takes forever to come out. I kid y'all not, I've waited 2 hours for food because of how busy it was. So I would like to go a little early, like 10:30, shit, 9:30, so I could eat my fucking food, then turn up and probably leave by like 12, 1 o'clock. Like that is always my goal. This girl sitting here coming late, doing all this goofy shit. It's just like, bro, like come on. So eventually I asked her like, yo, why do you always come here late and then you never have clothes on? Then she confessed to me that her parents don't like her going out because, you know, they're religious, whatever the case may be. So when they see her have like clothes to go out, like clubbing clothes on or whatever, they, you know, kuya dead, like they yell at her, they, you know, curse her out and all this goofy shit. Now this is the thing, I'm very like sensitive to those types of issues, right? Like I'm not about to be like, wow, like what the fuck, like bitch, get over it. But at the same time, the girl is older than me. Right now I'm 26, the girl is dead ass 29. So the girl was 3 years older than me at the time, and she's also had her own apartment before, which means she's moved out, but then she ended up back home. So I'm just sitting here like, I know Haitian parents can be crazy. There has to come a point where, especially when you moved out before, that you put your fucking foot down and you say, mom, dad, I'm going out. Especially when you leave in the house at fucking like 7, 8 o'clock. This girl lived very far from me. Like she lived like maybe an hour and a half away, sometimes 2 hours with traffic. So it's like you're leaving pretty damn early. So it's just like, it just doesn't make sense. Like put the clothes under some clothes. I don't know. Tell your parents you're going out because you're grown. I don't know. Do something. Move out again. Because the girl was having like, I'm not gonna get into all of that because that's something like, whether I don't fuck with the girl or not, that's something I don't need to tell you guys because it has nothing to do with the story. But the girl did have parents that were very much so, I don't care if you don't live here anymore, you can get the fuck out. If you're literally living in a toxic situation, no matter how old you are, if you're over the age of 18, you should be getting a job to get the fuck out, not sitting there complaining about it and doing absolutely nothing else about it. Because I don't understand what the fuck you think is gonna happen. You think God about to just lift you out of that shit? Like you think God about to just be like, oh my God, child, here is a home, live here. Like no, that's not how that shit works, okay? And this girl was also very religious, okay? Very like holier than thou type of religious, and that also plays into this story and is honestly why this whole situation kind of went left a couple of times. I understand Christians are not perfect, yada yada, I get it, but a lot of y'all like to act like you guys are better than everyone, you guys are above everything, and all other sins do not categorize as sins next to your sins, or your sins are better than their sins, whatever the case may be. And she very much so gave me that vibe. Her behavior never added up, never made sense to me, and still to this day does not make any sense to me, because how is it that you could do all of this goofy shit, talk about all of this goofy shit, act all these goofy types of ways, but you're a Christian? Understand? I believe in God. I believe in a higher being. I believe in the universe. I believe in all of that shit. However, when it comes to the Bible, when it comes to church and all of that, I feel like a lot of people that go there are either going there out of guilt because they know they did some fuck shit, they're about to die and they're very, very old, or they're children and they have no choice. That's for another video. Let's move on. At this point, I had to brace myself to always pay $10 to $20 to get into some shit, unless I just knew someone that happened to be at the door, but all the people that I knew would come fucking late. So that shit would always piss me off, so it was a dub. Now we move on to this other situation with this guy, right? So there was a guy that I had a crush on that clearly I knew nothing about, because that's why this situation got as bad as it did. I had a crush on a guy that was always in the scene. That's the best way to explain it. She talked to this guy and she told me nothing about it. And let me tell y'all how this shit went down so you guys can understand why I'm so mad about this. Those of you who know about girl code and know about common sense could already understand why this whole situation is fucking problematic. But for those of you guys who do not understand, let me break it down for you. I told her I had a crush on this guy and I asked her specifically, what do you think about this guy? Do you know much about him? I'm thinking about, you know, really, you know, getting to know him, stuff like that. She told me specifically, he's a really good guy. He's really cool. When it comes to talking to people, y'all, and you know you have mutuals with them, you gotta run a whole facts, okay? That's what you call a whole facts. You're not gonna buy a car without knowing what happened to the car. You gotta run a whole facts, know what happened to that person. You gotta know who fucked who did who dated who, what they like. You know, you gotta know, like, when they got an oil change, all of that. But clearly all the people I asked wanted me to fucking fail, because a lot of people were saying he was a great person, including this bitch, and she didn't even tell me the most crucial shit, which was, I fucked with this dude for a couple of years and we were in a really long situationship, but he didn't want to cuff me. So yeah, we're not cool anymore. And the only reason he says hi to me now is because, you know, he sees me with you. It was my sister that helped me realize all this bullshit. I'm gonna get into that into the end. When it comes to my sister was probably honestly the only honest person about the situation. And she was like, yeah, he talks to my friend, blah, blah, blah. And he's known for talking to a lot of women. He's pretty much a whore. And my friend wants to fuck with him. I can't do nothing about that. But yeah, he be fucking with everybody. Like, that nigga for everybody. The dude was all up in my DM trying to get me to come over, trying to get me to sleep over, trying to get me to do all of this goofy shit. I'm gonna take heed. I'm gonna pay attention to everything that everybody's telling me, but we're still gonna be cool. To this day, we're still cool as fuck. I still don't know anything about entrepreneur fucking with this guy. Please keep that in mind. Now we're going to a party, okay? We're going to another party. It was supposed to be a rooftop party, but something happened where the rooftop got closed, so it got moved to another section of this venue. We're getting ready to go to this venue, and of course, she comes to my house to get dressed. I think she even took a shower that day. I don't know what it was, but it took us a long time to get ready. And I decided I wasn't gonna drive because I really wanted to drink. She also wanted to drink, and she said she pre-gamed a little bit on some wine. This is the thing. You can pre-game, but know how to handle your fucking liquor if you're gonna drink at all, especially when you're with me. I'm the type of person, I'm usually taking care of people when they drunk. The only time I let myself get drunk is when I'm with my man. And at the time I was single. This girl could not handle her liquor for shit. So when she said she pre-gamed, I was like, ooh, this is probably gonna be some shit, because we all know what happened last time. She wanted to go fight strangers. I was like, nah, that's not gonna happen this time. Yvana, you're overthinking it. You're doing too much. Why is it that she takes this time to drink more and all the truth comes out? Now she's telling me that this dude that I liked, we have to call him a name, Carlton. Okay, so Carlton, she's telling me how Carlton and her used to talk for years. In fact, it was so serious that she cried over the dude numerous times. He cried over her because allegedly he thinks that she slept with his best friend in a car at a bar. She's just telling me this whole situation with this dude, with Carlton, and I'm just like, in the back of my head, like, I told you a couple weeks ago I was interested in Carlton, and you said nothing to me. Why? Well, you know, I thought that, you know, it was such a long time ago, and, you know, it wasn't something that I needed to tell you because, you know, you guys would be cute or whatever. You know, he's a really good person. Like, I mean everything I said. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, I don't have an issue with him. You know, we just, you know, didn't work. Ain't no fucking way my friend's about to tell me they about to talk to any of my situationships and I'll be okay. And I'm in a whole fucking relationship now because it's girl code. Even if you don't have an issue with it, you let your friend know. Common fucking courtesy. We in the same scene with this fucking nigga. And everybody else apparently know that they used to talk in the whole situation in the car that happened at the bar. Bruh, like, we literally getting ready to go to a party where this nigga gonna be at. She downplayed the whole thing. Keep that whole shit in mind, because this shit that happens next, you're gonna be like, bro, like, clearly, yeah. Clearly, liquor brings out everything. Liquor brings out the truth, and this story explains it. Okay, this story definitely will tell it all, motherfuckers. Let me tell y'all that bullshit. So, like I said, we take an Uber because we was both drinking, you know, responsibility. We get to the party, whatever, everything's cool, everything's lit, and we see Carlton. Oddly enough, there was a lot of people from my childhood at this party, okay? The hood niggas pulled up. So we was having a good old time, you know? And the whole time, Entrepreneur is drunk, okay? She's drunk, but, you know, she's fine. Like, she's coherent. And she ended up going half and half with one of my friends for food. So we're gonna have to call this friend David. So David went half and half for food with Entrepreneur. This is the thing I hate about people, and this is why I had to stop going out. Why go out when you know you broke as fuck? Apparently, David was talking about the money that he used in order to get the food was money that he needed to go to work the next day. I guess he was taking the bus at the time. I don't think he had a car. He's like, oh, I gotta take the bus, I gotta take the train, whatever the case may be. So, you know, I'm gonna need my money back, because apparently I believe that he paid all the money up front. Entrepreneur said she was going to cash app him back. Shit show number one. They get the food, they eat the food, and literally towards the end of the night, David's like, oh, where's your friend at? I need my money. You know, I'm planning on leaving soon. So I'm just like, oh, let me go find her. So at this point, like, I can't really find her. Like, she's just all over the place because she is lit. But I'm like, you know what? I'll tell her, you know, like, she's around here somewhere. Like, she can't go far. Like, it wasn't that big of a venue. So eventually, that's when we see Carlton. And I'm dancing with Carlton for grit. Like, I was probably dancing with Carlton for like 20 minutes straight. Because, you know, these compa songs, especially these mixes and the way these DJs be playing music, they be playing forever. It's like you dancing on a motherfucking cloud. So I'm dancing with Carlton. It's not even that fucking serious. Because like I said, I know that my friend used to have a very serious situationship with him. And I know that he's a whore. So a dance is just a dance, especially when it comes to Haitians. Even though the dancing looks very sensual and very sexual, it's not that deep. A dance is just a fucking dance. Why is Entrepreneur the same bitch that I'm looking for to give David his money that I couldn't find blowing up my phone? That 20 minutes I was dancing with Carlton, Entrepreneur blew up my phone. Oh my God. I kid y'all not, at least 12 to 15 times within 20 minutes of me dancing with Carlton. Meanwhile, we couldn't find you to give David his money for the food that you were supposed to go have on. Make it make sense. By the time I finished dancing with him and I go try to find her, the girl is sitting right next to the fucking money girl, which was also fucking Carlton. Let me tell you this right now, Carlton was a fucking super thought too, okay? Super thought, like, he was fucking any and everything. Like, you see a pretty girl, he's probably fucking her, okay? That nigga was just like that. And I'm like, hey, yo, Entrepreneur, what's going on? What's happened? Oh, I just wanted to know where you were. This is not a big venue. Literally, you guys haven't even seen a house tour of my house yet. But the house tour of my old house, okay? Y'all saw how big my living room space is? That spot could have been literally as big as my living room and my kitchen space. Like, it was not that big of a spot. You sitting right near the goddamn door, bitch. You see me dancing with Carlton. You see me. You can't not find me, bitch. You can't not find me. Why ain't you get your lazy ass up and start looking around? Yeah, well, you know, I didn't, you know, see you. So that's why I was calling you. Like, she had a whole attitude, y'all. Like, when I'm telling you attitude, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, attitude on 1,000, on 1,000,000. I'm like, I'm just like, okay, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I'm right here. Like, you know, like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I saw you with Carlton. No, I'm just, I was just like, I didn't put two and two together at the time. But now, clearly, I can see clearly now. I'm just like, yeah, this bitch clearly is mad that I'm dancing with Carlton, especially for 20 minutes. And this is a nigga that she clearly used to fuck with back in the day. And it's funny because any other time we went out, even though Carlton would be there, I've never danced with him ever. So now I'm sensing the animosity here. And I'm just like, ooh, Sean, like, don't put me in the middle of your shit. Like, this had, ooh. I'm like, I already tell, like, this night is not gonna be a great one. And, you know, of course, David's still looking for his money. She's too drunk to send him the money at this point. Allegedly, I don't fucking know, because now at this point we're ready to go. David still doesn't have his money, and now she's mad at me. Okay, I'm telling her let's go. Now this is the thing, she usually slept over my house because she did live pretty far, and I'm not the type of person that's gonna tell someone to go home, especially driving drunk, especially when they live about an hour away. Not only did we decide to take an Uber that day, she also decided to sleep over my house. And the crazy thing is, she's never really intentionally planned to sleep over my house. Usually she just sleeps over my house because it just happens that way, but she never just slept over my house, you know, like planned it. I'm telling Entrepreneur, like, hey yo, like, let's go, you know, I'm calling us the Uber. She's like, don't fucking talk to me. This bitch was literally, yo, she started tweaking on me. Oh, leave me the fuck alone, don't fucking talk to me. I saw you and David saying I was drunk. I'm not fucking drunk, bitch. I'm fine. I'm sober. You could go the fuck home. You could go home. I'm literally telling her, like, the Uber's right here. You have to get in this Uber. You don't have a car. Your phone's dead. Like, I'm not leaving you. I told you guys, my childhood friends is at this party, bro. Niggas in the hood is at this party. Not to mention the whole damn Haitian community was at this party of New Jersey. C, and she's doing all of this goofy shit. Oh my God, leave me the fuck alone. You could go home. You could go home. You could go home. Now, see, you could be on 10. I'm gonna be on -8 because I'm not an actress. I don't act out for free, bitch. If I'm gonna talk my shit, if I'm gonna do all this goofy shit, it's gonna be for coins. It's gonna be in a story time. It's not going to be for free on these streets looking like a bird, looking like a swazzle. Relax, you're doing too much. Like, I'm literally trying to pull her to the side. I'm trying to pull her inside because now everybody's outside and she's doing all this outside. So I'm trying to pull her inside to wait for the Uber. David's trying to calm me down because I want to fucking hit her, and he's trying to calm her down because she probably gonna hit herself at this point because, like, yo, she's going berserk. Like, and it's like, bro, but you are drunk. Like, but you are drunk. Like, don't, like, you're drunk. No, I'm not drunk. I'm perfectly fine. I don't fucking understand why the fuck y'all talking shit about me. I'm like, please, shit about you, bro. Like, we're both looking at her like, bro. David's like, all right, you handle this. Let me know what's going on with this whole Cash App thing, because she needs to send me my money. I'll DM her, but I'll text you. I'll let you know what's going on, because yeah, this she damn right embarrassed me. And she's like, yeah, go ahead, go home, bitch, go home. I'm like, this bitch called me a bitch one more time, I'm gonna fuck her ass up. I'm gonna fuck her ass up. Because, so fast forward, I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm about to get in the Uber. She's telling me to go home, and I'm just like about to tell the Uber driver, all right, bye, pull me up to my apartment. But then I'm like, you know what, I can't do that. She really has a dead phone, and she's supposed to be sleeping at my house, and she don't got a car. Like, let me stop playing. So I look back at her like, are you fucking coming or not? And she gets in the Uber and she knocks out cold. She falls asleep. So I'm just sitting here like, we get to my apartment, crawls right into my YouTube couch, the black couch that you guys always see. It also folds out into a futon bed situation. She knocks out like nothing ever happened. And I am so fucking mad, yo. I don't think you understand the amount of mad I was, because like, how dare you do all of that, call me out of my name and embarrass me like that over me dancing with a nigga that you claimed that you was over, that I had no interest in, that I was just dancing with. Like, it's not that fucking serious. The next morning, she woke up. I told her what happened. I explained it to her. I don't like how you treated me at that party. I don't like how you embarrassed me. You were screaming, you were yelling, you were calling me out my name, and dead ass, like, I can't fuck with bitches calling me out of my name. Like, that's that's what we're not gonna do. She's like, really? Like, I don't remember. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, nah, that's unacceptable. Like, yo, that's crazy. And understand, after all of these occurrences, that's what she did. She would say she's sorry, she don't remember, she, you know, she was acting out of character, and she would apologize. Therefore, every single time I would be like, all right, well, at least she recognizes what she did. At least she knows what she did. And that's something that I've always had an issue with, when people would be doing things to me that I did not like, or being toxic, and the person would acknowledge they were doing it. I'd be like, okay, well, at least they are taking accountability. At least they're saying, okay, I fucked up, I'm wrong. At the end of all of this shit, when everything hit the fan and I literally was very nice about the situation, the dumb bitch really tried to sit there and flip shit on me, and I'm just like, oh, really? So now, just in case, we really gonna really get into the nitty-gritty of things. After that situation came a New York secret event that she invited me to. Now, another good thing is she kind of had good connects, from what it seemed like. She got me invited to some sort of like kind of underground secret party situation, but to be honest, I feel like probably anybody can get into those parties if you have certain apps or you're connected with certain people that get you on certain lists or whatever. But whatever, she got privately invited to this party, and she was able to take a guest, and she wanted me to go, and the party was in New York, and she was the one that was driving. So I said, hell, why not? Now, at this time, this was months after that whole situation. And keep in mind, every single time we had one of these interactions, it would be gaps. So it'd be like, okay, this happened on my birthday in January, I wouldn't see her again till June. This happened in June, I wouldn't see her again till October. Like, so there's like lots of gaps in between this. So by this point, I hadn't seen her in a while, and you know, I kind of forgot the fact that this bitch cannot hold her fucking liquor, okay? So now we get in the car, we drive into New York, everything's cool, everything's good vibes, the party was great, and we're getting out the car, and I kid y'all not, the girl did not say she pre-gamed. Now, I guess people can lie and say they didn't pre-game when they did, but I really don't know what would be the benefit of lying about pre-gaming. Why the hell we get in the car, the girl is swerving on the highway, swerving to the point where I'm seeing all my past lives flash for my eyes, like I'm the OA bitch, like I'm the OA. That's probably like, why didn't you take the wheel? This is the way I see it. I do not touch anyone's car because I'm not on the insurance policy, and that's how it should be, okay? I know a lot of you guys probably have a lot to say about that, but I'm just, no, no, and no. Okay, I've seen too many situations where people get into car accidents. Situations happen where, you know, people get pulled over. Now such and such is getting in trouble when such and such was the one that was registered to the car and all of it. Like, I don't drive anyone's car. And to be quite honest with you, the girl did not drink that much. I really didn't, like, bro, the girl probably had like maybe 2 drinks from the bar. I don't remember her sitting here throwing back drinks like that for her to be that drunk that she can't operate a vehicle. It got to a point where I was literally screaming at her in the car. And if you guys know me, you would know I'm a pretty composed person. I'm loud because I speak loud, but I don't scream. Sis is sitting here, you know, acting drunk or whatever the fuck. And I have to say acting drunk because none of these situations, I never saw this girl drink like that. And I'm with her the whole time. It's not like one of those situations where it's like, oh, I left her for like 10, 20, 30 minutes and she probably had like 4 drinks in that time. Like, so now it gets to the point where, you know, we finally get to my house. Again, she chooses to sleep over because she lives very far, knocks right the fuck out like nothing happened. And I'm just like, so for the umpteenth time, tell this girl, I do not like how you acted yesterday. You literally almost killed me in the car. Next time or any other time we go out, I'm going to be the one driving because clearly you do not know how to handle your liquor. So you're just gonna drive here. I'm just going to drive us. I'm okay if I don't drink at all. I'm okay if I just have 1 drink. It is what it is, because yeah, I can't have my life flashing before my eyes like I'm the motherfucking OA. From this point on, I believe I probably didn't see her for like a couple of weeks after that because I was kind of still annoyed, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me because clearly I'm a dumb bitch. We decided to still go out to Tuesdays or Thursdays or whatever days to events. We would go places. This is before COVID, by the way, and everything was cool, everything was great, but there were a lot of days where she would get way too drunk, way too lit, and just say things, be mouthy, pop off at people. And I'm like, ooh, child, like, you gonna get us in some shit. But to be honest, a lot of times it was very, very funny to me, and you know, no harm, no foul. This after COVID, well, during COVID, because technically we're still in COVID, right? So when COVID hit, we didn't go anywhere because clearly everything was closed. Now fast forward, there was another event, and this was a baile. Now I'm not gonna say what baile it is because a lot of people are gonna know what baile this was and what situation this is, even though a lot of people watching me already know, but I'm just not gonna do it, whatever. So basically, this baile that we went to, if you guys are not aware, for you guys who are not Haitian, a baile is a concert. I think I should have said that before when I mentioned what a baile was, but it's like a live Haitian concert with, you know, a very popular Haitian artist with a band and all of that extra jazz. And this was one of my favorite bands that was playing, and it was me, Michelle, and of course, Entrepreneur. Did I not learn from the first time I was with these bitches? No, because I'm a dumb bitch. So we decided to go to this thing, and understand, this is when I had crashed my first car, so I had a rental. And I had a nice brand new Nissan Altima. It was really nice. It had that auto stop feature and everything. It was really cool. And when we drove to this baile, it was in my hometown, which is Elizabeth, right? And none of these bitches are from Elizabeth. Michelle's from Jersey City, and of course we have this bitch Entrepreneur who's from South Jersey. So I parked. They're complaining about where I parked, told us it's too far, and I'm like, bitch, no, it's not. And that's part of Elizabeth where like it's very hard to get parking. So it's like, for y'all to be complaining to be taking like a 3-minute walk, like it's not that deep. Y'all don't even got liquor in y'all system yet. Y'all fucking talking shit. Keep that in mind. It's actually very important for the rest of the fucking story. So basically, we get to the party. Everything is going well. Everything's going smooth. Michelle doesn't really dance compa like that, so she holds her purse. Okay, she's holding Entrepreneur's purse. She's holding my purse. And what's very interesting is this is a very different type of environment for us because this was a day party that turned into a night party. And on top of that, Entrepreneur had a purse. She almost never has a purse. I've literally left my bag so many times unattended. Nothing's ever happened. My phone unattended, all types of things unattended. Nothing's ever happened to me. And also, when it comes to these things that we go to, me and Entrepreneur never bring cash. Absolutely never bring cash. Why is it? We chilling. Everything's going well. I see these bitches disappear. Now, this is right before the baile actually starts. Now, I understand if you see a baile that just says it starts at like 6 p.m. just know the band not coming out till fucking midnight. I'm not joking, I'm not over exaggerating, because that's literally what happened. These bitches disappear right before the band gets on, and I'm not about to miss my band, and I don't know where they went. I'm confused. I'm texting them, I'm calling them, like, what the fuck? They're not answering. Why the fuck these bitches come in the baile? And they said, oh yeah, we still feel like you parked too far, so like we want to go move your car. And this point, they're drunk because we've been getting drinks at the bar. People have been buying us drinks. I told you guys that's not my car, right? That's my rental that I got because I crashed my other car. You guys have the nerve or audacity to take my keys, because like I said, Michelle was the one holding my purse. You have the nerve, gall, audacity to take my keys to go move my fucking car, you fucking entitled pieces of shit. Are you fucking dumb? I was so mad with them. First of all, nobody's ever driven my actual car, let alone my rental. I couldn't curse them out enough because now my favorite band is on the motherfucking stage. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna save the curse out for later. Good vibes, everyone's dancing, everything is cool. Entrepreneur still hands her bag to Michelle. Michelle still has my bag. At one point, I think I take my bag. I think Michelle was the only one that didn't have a bag, so that's why she had both of our bags. And honestly, she was on the stage. Like, she sat on the stage most of the time. Like, she barely moved. All of a sudden, these bitches go missing again. Now, I'm just like, listen, when it comes to anything where I pay over $10, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm gonna get all of it. Okay, y'all bitches disappearing like we not at a ball. Like, we not here to see a live performance. Like, why y'all keep disappearing? Like, I don't understand. Why the hell I see entrepreneur huffing and puffing? Like, fucking God. She has her phone, y'all. Slamming it on the table. Fuck, yo, it's bullshit. Just slamming her phone. Just slamming her phone on the table. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at Michelle like, can you tell me what's going on? Like, and they're kind of like ignoring me because I guess like Michelle is trying to calm down entrepreneur. I'm just worried about the party inside because bitch, I paid to be here. So I'm just like, what's going on? Like, but I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm hearing my favorite shit. Like, what's going on? And she's like, yo, like, you could tell her, bro. You could tell her, Michelle. Just tell her. Now Michelle is sitting there looking at me, talking about some, yeah, someone stole money out her purse. You know, she's saying she lost like $300. Fight Michelle. She the one that had your damn purse. Like, let me stop. But no, seriously, like, Michelle's the one that had your damn purse. Michelle the one sitting on the stage. But this is the thing. Like I said, y'all, I've literally been around these people very regularly. Like, when it comes to the Haitian scene, everyone knows each other from church. Everyone's either dated. Everyone, like, knows each other from school. So it's one of those things where it's a very close-knit environment. I've left my shit so many times, nothing happened. How the fuck is it that your shit, of all people's shit, gets stolen? And on top of that, when someone else is holding it. So in this type of scenario, and what you're trying to say is basically someone came and took the money out of your purse while Michelle was holding it. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. Like, I'm really shocked that like I lost like over like $250 right now. Like, it's so much money. I thought it was $300. No, but like $250, $300, like same difference. Like whatever it was, like it's all my money for this week. Like, I'm so fucking upset. Yo, whole time slamming her phone. At this point, I don't believe the shit exists. Like, I don't believe the money exists, and I don't believe the money exists because I've been going out with you for years consistently. You never bring purses. You bring whatever. It's never $300. And if you do bring any type of money or carry any type of money, it's on a card. You never fucking bring cash. I don't believe this shit. And if some way, somehow someone did steal your shit, there's a lot of people in this motherfucking party. It's gone. All of a sudden, she's like, oh my God, like, I'm so fucking mad. Why the fuck will entrepreneur take her phone, smash it on the floor, not drop, not place, not slam, duh! Screams, walks off into the darkness of Elizabeth, New Jersey, as if projects are not literally like a couple of blocks away from where the fuck we are, and she not from here, and somebody wanted to snatch that bitch and make some good money. I'm just sitting here like, huh? We're literally chasing after her like, bro, like, entrepreneur, come on, entrepreneur, like, come back. Walks off to the darkness. I'm not walking into the darkness. My mom got one child. Y'all think it's a game? Et pas non jouet, okay? Pas non jouet avec nous avec my snow, okay? I don't play with my life. And we're just like, all right, we're gonna go back to the party until she comes back. After 20 minutes, we're like, all right, no, the bitch really didn't come back. Like, let's go try to find her. Now we're literally fucking showing people our phones. Have you seen this girl? Have you seen this girl? All of a sudden, guess who pops up? Where's Waldo? Waldo's right here. We're like, oh my God, entrepreneur. We couldn't find you. Like, what the fuck? Like, where were you at? Like, this whole entire time? Like, what happened? I just had to go, like, take some time for myself. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm so fucking upset right now. And then we give her phone and she's like, oh my fucking gosh, my phone. We're like, yeah, you did that. She's like, what the fuck? Like, now I gotta get my screen fixed. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, on the bright side, my car's closer now. So, you know, down to leave whenever you are. Me and Michelle was partying. She was walking around looking for that shit as if someone was gonna give her $200 that they went on the floor. At this point, that shit could be anywhere, but hey, you wanna look for your imagination, try to find your common sense while you at it, because bitch, you ain't got none. And I'm just trying to grasp the fact that they just did all of this goofy shit, and they think that it is appropriate to do all of this goofy shit while we are trying to enjoy a bottle. We barely enjoyed the bottle. I mean, I enjoyed the bottle, but like, we could have enjoyed more of the bottle, but it was taken over with this shenanigans. Get in the car, per usual, sis falls right asleep like nothing fucking happened. Like, done, cold. Bruh, me and Michelle was gonna get damn chicken from the chicken shack. Like, why the fuck this girl comes to my house, she hops in my bed, something she's never done before. Every time she sleeps there, she sleeps on my convertible YouTube couch black situation that you guys always see. I'm gonna let you rock because you had a hard day. She hops in my bed with her makeup on. It's the biggest pet peeve of mine. I feel like if you sleep with makeup on your face, you're fucking dirty as fuck. If you feel like I just talked shit about you and I just called you out, I don't care. You need to be called out. That is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting for you to be going to sleep with makeup on your face. Unless, like, literally you, like, passed out and never moved at all. Hey, entrepreneur, please take your makeup off. She trying to act like she don't hear me. Bitch, you just got in that bed. We just walked up all of these damn stairs and oopla boo down no carbon win. You fucking hear me. And I'm gonna make sure you hear me because you're not about to lay in my bed, let alone with your fucking makeup on. So I'm like, hello, entrepreneur. Yeah, what? So I'm just saying, like, this dumb bitch, like, she better not. Can you take your makeup off? I heard you. So why aren't you doing it? So she finally takes her makeup off. She's still catching an attitude and she knocks right out cold like nothing happened. Now comment down below if you made it to this far in this video. Thank you so very much because it's a very long story. But I know you guys are thoroughly entertained because I'm entertaining myself by telling this shit again. And I can't believe I put up with this type of bullshit. I would never ever put up with anybody like this ever again in my life. I do not give a fuck, okay?